YouTube, it's Lisa and welcome to my first video for my YouTube facelift. If you saw my last video, I talked about wanting to kind of completely redo my channel. I have so much going on in my life and kind of a new direction that things are heading, and I just wanted to kind of make you guys part of that rather than making my channel completely and solely focused on Beachbody. So I'm going to start integrating my YouTube channel along with my website. So this is now going to kind of turn into my Toned with Twins website YouTube channel. So links to my website will be below. It is tonedwithtwins.wordpress.com, where I talk about everything fitness and mommy and how I make everything work. The one question I get asked the most is, how do I find time for personal fitness on a daily basis, having twins and still working? So everything, all of my tips, tricks, secrets, and how I make it work is all on my website. So head on over there to read everything that I have on there so far. It's still a work in progress, but it's moving along quite nicely. I'm very excited. So this video is going to talk on the very first topic that I got from my followers. I asked a whole bunch of you last week to give me topics that you would like to see me talk about on my website. And one topic that I got quite a few requests for is the mommy pooch. It is something that the majority of us moms have, that we hate, that we have to deal with. And now that I am extremely into fitness and moving forward into bodybuilding, that I'm going to compete in a bodybuilding show in only 7 weeks. Oh my goodness, yes, we're only 7 weeks out. But especially having had twins, how did I combat the mommy pooch? So that's what I'm going to talk about. And then the link for the blog on my website talking about this subject will also be linked below. So if you would like to read it rather than watch it, feel free to follow that link. So, the mommy pooch. I like to refer to it as my mommy belly. It is what I have always called it since I've had it, and it is a stubborn area. I will show you photos right here. This is how big I was when I was full term. I carried my twins all 40 weeks. I was the size of a house the time I delivered. I was absolutely huge. And when I look back at my photos now, I find it remarkable. Like, I look at them and I'm just like, no wonder why people ask me on a daily basis, does it hurt? Because honestly, looking at these photos, it looks fake. I completely understand people's reactions now. But when I was pregnant, I didn't notice it because it was me. I watched my belly grow, so I didn't really realize how big I had gotten. But looking at it now, it's astonishing. And I have to say that looking at the size that I was compared to what I am now, it's amazing that my body has bounced back. Because one thing that my doctors told me after I had my girls, that in order to achieve that flat tummy again, it was likely my only option was going to be surgery, you know, the tummy tuck. And that was a road I really did not want to go down. Surgery is not something that excites me in any way. And I would have rather have taken the natural road and worked for it rather than just go under the knife to have it removed. So about a year after I had my girls, that's when I decided to get into fitness. And when I started my journey at that point, the mommy belly was not a concern of mine. I was so overweight that I didn't even notice that I had all the stretched loose skin in my midsection. Because, I mean, I had a belly. I was overweight. I was out of shape. So I never even noticed it. So heading into fitness, it was not a goal of mine to work on targeting my mommy belly to get rid of it, because at that point I didn't have one because I was overweight. So as I started working out and the weight was coming off, that's when it started to become noticeable. Because the weight was coming off, and all of a sudden now I had this ginormous belly that held these precious little girls that is now deflating into this ugly raisin deflated balloon kind of thing that is now clinging to my midsection for dear life. And whenever I do any kind of jumping, you know, like plyometrics, jumping jacks, any kind of jumping move, once I started running, it shakes, it jiggles, it pulls on your midsection. It is just uncomfortable. So at this point now in my fitness journey, I'm like, great. So now I'm figuring out how to lose weight. I'm figuring out how to become a healthier person. And now I got to figure out what to do about this ugly thing clinging to my stomach. I'm like, great. Okay, well, now I have this new issue that I have to learn how to deal with. So what was my go-to answer at that time to fix the problem? Compression wear. I started wearing high-waisted compression wear, like the capris, the shorts, and the long pants. It's just like the regular stuff that you get at like Dick's. My go-to brand is Under Armour. I absolutely love Under Armour. So instead of buying like the regular cutesy little capri pants, you know, that are like down to your hip bones, I started buying the higher waisted ones because with it being compression wear, it holds everything in tight and it just squeezes it into my stomach. So whenever I'm jumping around, it's not an issue. It doesn't shake anymore. It doesn't tug on my abdomen, and I do not have the discomfort when I work out. So boom, problem solved, right? At least it fixed the discomfort while I was running and working out, but the mommy belly was still there. I still had the sag. So now this is when I dive into research. I am huge on research. Before I do anything, before I purchase anything, I always do research, and I will spend weeks researching. I will take on, you know, different websites. I'll go to YouTube. I will read user reviews for days on end before I make a decision on what I want to do. So in true Lisa fashion, I went to the internet to figure out what I was going to do to help work on this mommy pooch. And the majority of things that I read, there were 3 common things that people said. 1, surgery, tummy tuck. Again, this was not really an option in my book. I do not want to go under the knife, you know, for something like this, because just to me, it wasn't an option, and especially at that point. So moving on to number 2, what was next? Exercise. Well, I kind of got that part taken care of. I exercise every day and vigorously, and I started running. So there's nothing else I can really add to my regimen right now that's going to kick up my workouts. So let's keep going. Number 3, nutrition. Okay, well, once I stumbled across this, I'm like, this is definitely an area in my life that could use some work. So what the heck? Let's look into healthy nutrition. And this is where I discovered clean eating. If you guys have been on my team for any long time, if you've been around and searched through my YouTube channel, you may have heard me talk about it, and I have a huge page on it on my website completely concerning clean eating. So this is where this fell into my life. I learned about what clean eating was, the benefits of it, how to become a clean eater, how to prepare your foods, how to shop to be a clean eater, to get the foods that you need, all that kind of stuff. So this is where clean eating came into my life. So I decided not only is it going to make me a healthier person overall, but I'm going to be feeding my family better, and it's going to help me target that mommy belly. So one of the reasons, you know, you might be thinking, why is eating going to fix this saggy sack stuck to my stomach, is because it's the nutrition. We live in a world where we eat crap. A lot of the food that we have today didn't exist like 20 years ago. Nothing about it has nutritional value that benefits your body in any way. So clean eating takes you back to the basics. It gives you the nutrition, the vitamins, the nutrients that you need from real food that nourishes your body in the way that it actually needs. And so when I started eating this way, it started providing my body with all of these things that it wasn't getting. And the benefits were great. You know, I started feeling better. I had more energy. I didn't have the want to nap in the middle of the day anymore. I could keep up with my girls. My skin started clearing up. My hair started looking healthier. And the belly started getting tighter. Why is this? It's because it's feeding the skin. The skin needs nutrients in order to survive and thrive. So now I'm giving it all the vitamins that it wasn't getting before. So yes, I started seeing changes. And around the 6-month mark of my fitness journey, this is what my belly looks like. And all I did was work out every single day and cleaned up my eating. And that's how I ended up with that flat tummy. Now, I know what you're thinking, be like, oh my God, she had twins and in 6 months she had a belly like that. That is not possible. Well, let me just tell you that yes, that is really my photo. That is really what I did in 6 months, because I was determined to get healthy, because I was so unhealthy and so miserable and unhappy. So I just threw my heart and soul into clean eating and exercise, so I felt good again. So yes, that is really me, and that is really my results after only 6 months. But fear not, because the mommy belly still lives on. The, what you see a flat little tummy, and you're like, oh my goodness, she did it, she got rid of it. Well, yes, my tummy is flat, and especially today because, I'm training for a fitness competition. So I have a flat little tummy, but the skin is still there. I was the size of a whale. I can't expect that skin to go away. You know, it took 9 months for my body to stretch like that. I can't expect it to just bounce back. This is not something that is going to fix itself overnight, let alone over like a month or two. This is something that takes dedication and time, and you need to realize that the reality of it completely bouncing back is probably like slim to none. Yes, there are those people out there who have the phenomenal genetics where they pop out a kid and their tummies just shrink back up right away and they look like they're 18 years old and have never had a kid. You guys are crazy and we're all jealous. But the majority of us are blessed like that. So, and I'm one of them. I did not get that miracle gene. So even though I still have the flat belly, I still have the excess saggy skin. So what am I doing to treat it? Well, clearly I'm still clean eating. I absolutely love eating healthy because it feeds my body in ways that it wasn't getting before. Processed food is just like a 4-letter word in my house. So, I'm sticking with the healthy eating. I'm obviously exercising day in and day out. Something I get asked a lot about is what kind of exercises can I do to target that mommy pooch to like shape it up? Well, there isn't really a simple answer to that because with your abdomen, you're not really targeting, a fat or a muscle in order to fix that. Because losing weight isn't going to help because it's not weight, it's not fat. That is just stretched out skin that has lost its elasticity. And it needs to regain that in order to tighten up. So no amount of sit-ups or running or jumping or anything like that is going to tighten that area because it's skin. It needs to re-tighten. So, of course, sit-ups and all that kind of stuff are good for you, but it's not going to tighten that skin. So, there are lotions out there. Mederma, I love Mederma. I swear by Mederma. The skincare for scars. I absolutely love this stuff. And now they have one for stretch mark. It's called Stretch Mark Therapy. And I've been using it on my belly and it has tightened it. But I mean, I can't really say that it's made like a drastic, change or anything like that. So yes, I have developed the flat tummy from all of my working out and everything. But now that I'm in competition prep, I really, really need to like work on getting my stomach as flat as possible so I can pull out that ab definition. So what my coach has suggested, what I've been doing for the last few weeks, oddly enough, hang with me as I tell you about this because I promise you're going to be like, oh my God, she's crazy. But bear with me. Every single time I do cardio, I apply Preparation H, wrap saran wrap around my body, and then wear one of those waist trainer like sauna belts. The reason for this is, think about it. If you think about it, it makes sense. Preparation H was created to dehydrate and shrink swollen skin. If you have ever watched like behind the scenes things of, like runway shows and whatnot, models use it a lot on their butts, their boobs, and under their eyes before they go out on stage because it helps shrink and tighten skin because it dehydrates it and shrinks the tissue. So the theory behind this with my working out for my show is I apply it to my tummy because obviously that's my problem area because I have all this loose skin. So I apply Preparation H, I wrap a saran wrap, put the sauna belt over it to hyper dehydrate the skin in that area. I have seen huge results doing this. I only did it for 2 weeks and these are my results. So the only time I did it was with my cardio. That's the only time I did it. Whenever I worked out, I didn't do it. It was just with my cardio. And I had these kind of results because all it does is help to focus hyper dehydration of the skin to this area. Now, over the weekend, I went to the Arnold Sports Festival in Columbus, Ohio, which is a humongous fitness expo for all things bodybuilding. And while I was there, I was introduced to this product called Sweet Sweat. And this is kind of the same idea as the Preparation H, but this is what it was created for. It is a thermogenic, almost gel that you apply that creates the heat. It's a vasodilator, so it forces blood into the area where it's applied. Blood helps heal skin. So it is pulling all of that extra blood into a specific area to where you apply it. And it helps with muscle fatigue and soreness and muscle recovery and all this kind of stuff. There's so many great aspects to this product. So of course I'm like, sold. So I brought it home and it just looks like a big glue stick. And so now I've been using that, but I've been using it in the same exact way. I apply it to my mommy belly before I work out, saran wrap, sauna belt over it, and then I hit my cardio. And only 1 week of using this product with just my cardio, these are my results. I'm in love with this product. Love, love, love it. It has crazy changed the way that my stomach looks in only a week of using it. I absolutely love it. It does what it says it's going to do. With that being said, I'm sure all of you guys are like, oh my goodness, I need to get this stuff. I need to jump on this. This is what I need. This is my miracle to get rid of the pooch. Slow down. Because yes, this has been working for me. Yes, I've had great results with this. I plan on seeing continued results using this, but this is not the answer. This is not a solution. This is temporary. All this is doing is forcing out water weight, and it's dehydrating the skin. So I'm using this constantly right now for my competition prep so I can pull out my ab definition so I can get on stage and have that 6-pack. But once competition prep is over, this is a practice I'm not going to continue. So I expect pretty quickly after I stop using this for that skin sag to come back, because you know, that skin is stretched. It needs repaired. It's not going to just disappear. So I honestly believe that once I stop this practice, that I will see some of the sag come back. So this is not a, you know, end all fix all answer. This is just something that maybe you can look into if you're going on vacation or you have a wedding to get ready for, or or something like that, where you just want to target and tighten that belly a little bit just so you feel a little more confident. But again, I do not believe in any way that this is an answer. This is just a temporary solution to help tighten that area. So, I'm sure you guys are really, really curious to see what my tummy looks like these days. So, why don't I show you? Here, let me take off my jacket. It's a little colder outside today than I was expecting to do this video, so, okay. I have this nice little flat tummy these days, and this is what I look like. And this is all natural. I've never had surgery or anything. This is all just clean eating, really, really strict nutrition, and exercise every single day. So, and yes, I had a C-section. Yes, my girls are twins. So this is what my tummy looks like. As you can see, you know, I still have that sag here. I had twins, what do you expect? But you can see from the other photos that I've posted how much this skin has lifted. It used to be hanging down here so bad, but right now it's all lifted. But here is the scary truth. This skin will always be here, and it will always be apparent when I hang over. Look at that. This is the ugly truth of being a mom. And when I sit, look at that, see? I still have a tummy. Don't freak out about it. Do you see that? But when I stand up, I have that nice flat midsection. So that is the real and dirty truth behind my mommy pooch. So if you have any kind of questions concerning this topic, please let me know. Again, remember there is a blog covering everything I just talked about in this video that will be linked down below to my website, tonedwithtwins.wordpress.com. So stay tuned, because I have tons of more topics that we will be talking about. So all things mommy and fitness, and all the personal questions you guys have for me, keep them coming, because I will keep you updated on absolutely everything. Right now, I'm 7 weeks out from my show, so I'll keep you updated on how that progress is coming as well. And what else is in store for everybody. So thanks for watching. Let me know what questions you have, and I will talk to you again soon. Have a great day. This is Lisa.